Hello and welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to talk about the second part of the skinning video, that it's 3D skinning. So, first of all, before we begin about this, you need to know some stuff for the 3D skinning. So, first of all, you're gonna need the 3D of the car. So, if you can have it because the modder doesn't let you a template, if the modder lets you a 2D template of the body, just use that. Don't force him to pass you a 3D of the car to make a skin. Just use the 2D or adapt yourself to the 2D. Second thing, don't try to do it in unencrypted cars. This is already a trend in Assetto Corsa. Respect the modder decision to encrypt it. It's just that. If the modder of that encrypted car gives you a 2D template, just use the 2D template, and that's it. And lastly, if you cannot do it in 3D because you cannot paint the car, or you cannot put the stickers on the car because some material reasons, just use the 2D template because it always works. This one can work a lot of times, but not all of them, because material reasons. So we're gonna start. First of all, I just advised we are going to use a Kunos car, okay? So we are going to go to Content Manager, and first thing that you need to do is go to Custom Showroom, or Theme Showroom, and you click here, Unpack KM5. To unpack it, you need an FBX converter. Like, it's a command that you can use here in Content Manager. You only need to activate your your Content Manager to depth mode. It's very easy to do it, don't worry. I think you can even search it in options. So when you unpack the KM5, we are going to have the 3D of the car. So what we are going to do now is we go here to Substance, we click File, New, and here is gonna appear this new window. So here we need to put some stuff first. So we're gonna explain this first. And DirectX, like, this is only gonna be for Assetto Corsa, but it's also useful for some like Unreal Engine and Unity. So DirectX, it's actually for Unreal Engine, and OpenGL, it's for Unity. So we are going to use DirectX. And we are going to do here, like, we're gonna put this to 4K. For the skins, is very useful because it's not gonna give you a lot of pixels when you actually export it to Photoshop, and it's a more clean project. So you can actually do it in 8K, but it's gonna cost you a lot of GPU and power and more. So just use for now 4K. If you want to force it to 8K, you can actually do it. So now we're gonna select our file. So we're gonna select it, and we have this, the Click and House Lot A. This is the 3D of the car. Yeah, we're gonna use Kunos, don't worry. We're gonna load the car, and we have it here. So first things to know, to move the camera, you need to click Alt and left click to make it bigger or smaller. You need to click right click and Alt, and to move the car like this, like horizontally and vertically only, and you need to click in the middle of the mouse. So before we begin, first things to do, you need to go here into this cube and click the perspective, like the perspective view, and we're gonna click orthographic view. It's gonna change to this. So this is very good to actually make some skins. So we are actually gonna use this, and if you click Alt and Shift, you can move like this the perspective. So we're gonna make it like this. And now some other things to explain. If you don't want to, like, the Substance program use a lot of your power, what you need to do is something very cool to use. That is this. You click the material here. We actually know that it's CarPaint, the material that we are going to use. So we click CarPaint, and we're gonna click this, the focus mode. What it does is it only makes you appear the only material that you actually click. So look, it just does that. And it's gonna actually show you this. If you want to activate more, you just need to only click like this, like the eye. Please don't try to actually click that, just click the eye and not click the name, because it's gonna change you the name and it can actually fuck you up all your projects. So we have this, but as I said, we're only gonna use CarPaint. Okay, now it comes and another thing to know that it's very useful for this program. But before we explain that, we're gonna explain the actual things that it has. Like, it has a pen tool, like not a pen tool, no, sorry. And this is the paint. Like, you can actually paint this like this, so you can actually paint it. And then you have the eraser here to actually erase this, like this. You can make it to make it bigger, like the eraser or the paint tool. You only need to click into, like, right click, and it appears all of this. But you cannot actually do it in here, so nothing to worry. If you click here, you have physical paint, and you have here physical eraser. Didn't try them, sorry. I just tried this. And now we are going to use like this. So now we're gonna explain the projection tool. So what it does is it gives you to use textures on it. So our texture, as we are going to do, is an actual pic. So what we're going to do is try to find some cool logos to put here. Yeah, and you just throw them here, and it's gonna appear this new window. So here we actually gonna tell the program that this is a texture, all of this. Yeah, you can export more than one. So, and here you're gonna click Project Adobe and not Current Session, because Current Session, as it says here, when you close the program without saving it, it's gonna delete all of these textures that you actually add. So we're gonna click on Import, and you import them. So now it appears the easy thing. So we're gonna take this one and put it here on base color of the projection. So what it's gonna appear is this. You have this now. So to make it bigger, you need to actually right click and rotate it. You need to click left, and to move it, just the middle. It's very simple. So we are gonna make it smaller, and I don't know, we're gonna put this here, and you paint it. Easy as that. And if you want to put on another, you have another. Make it less bigger, and you put it here. That's it. Now you have them there. Okay. This one is polygon fill. This is if you want to paint with polygons, but not very useful. Then you have this that it's gonna blur all of your logos or paint, and you have this that it's like the same on Photoshop, like it clones. So you actually make it like this and you clone it. That's it. As you can see here, just makes that. So now we have the projection done, and we can actually see how it looks in 2D. So we go in 2D only, and you can see here where it is. So now we're gonna show another thing, that it's symmetry. So symmetry, it's very useful for lines, but not that useful for logos, as we are actually gonna show now. So you paint it, and you're gonna say, oh, it's gonna appear fine in the other side, and no, it appears badly. Like, it's symmetry painted, not that very good. So I didn't find a solution for this, so for now you need to actually make 2 layers, one for one side and one for the other side, and just try to make it by yourself. That's the only solution that I found. So now we have this. So to export it, I'm gonna show just a little bit how to do it. So you go here in Export in Photoshop, export to Photoshop, sorry, the first time it's gonna tell you, like, it's gonna ask you where is your Photoshop exe folder. You can find it easily, so nothing complicated to do. So we're gonna click on none because we are only gonna export our CarPaint material, and we're only gonna export one thing of it. So we're gonna go here in CarPaint, and we're only gonna tell the program to export the base color. So when you click OK, if you have Photoshop open, it's gonna export the a 2D, like the perfect 2D template of the file. And what you need to do is just click it's gonna put you the preview of it. Just unclick it and use the other thing. So what we are going to export now is the base color of our CarPaint. So we're gonna click OK, and we're gonna leave the program actually exported. If you don't have open Photoshop, it's gonna open automatically Photoshop, so you don't need to worry about it. So we're just gonna wait to open Photoshop. As we can see here, it opens automatically Photoshop if you actually put it the right accent. Now it's gonna open the actual export of it. So as we can see here, we let the program actually finish. We can see here we have the snapshot, and then we have the layer 1 of our project. So what we only need is the layer 1, obviously. So we're just gonna actually copy this into into our 2D template, and that's it. So here we have the 2D template that it comes from the 3D of Substance. So you just need to adapt it to your 2D template, to the original 2D template. Don't use this one, please. Don't use it. It doesn't have AU, so use the actual template, the actual good template. So here we're gonna end this video. I hope you like it. I hope it was very useful. And give a comment down below, give a like if you want, and we're gonna see in the next one that it's gonna be talking about CarPaintConfigs. So be subscribed to see it or do whatever you want. So we're gonna see in the next one. See ya.